regardless. You got the win. It was lucky, to be honest, but sometimes you need luck on your side. What do you think?
Yeah, you say it's lucky. We created a lot of chances again. I mean, it's very similar to the last game. I think the disparity in shots was probably pretty similar. So the good news is we're creating chances. What we need to do is be more efficient around the goal. But the positive side is that we're moving the ball well enough. We're exposing teams and creating those chances. The one that bothers me most is what we gave up. We didn't get the shutout we should have, and it was a product of giving the ball away in a bad spot, and because of that, providing them an opportunity of 1-2 passes and getting in. A little bit of miscommunication with Michael. I think Michael was doing what he thought he was best in the moment and trying to clear it when Steph was coming at the same time. It was a split moment making that decision. You can't fault Mike for it, but unfortunately the ball bounced their way and gave them that opportunity. I thought otherwise. I thought we were fairly sound defensively, a little bit loose at times, but overall, again, happy we got the result for sure.
Both players you got the win, obviously, but they seem a little disappointed that you probably could have ended it earlier. What does that kind of tell you about the players, knowing that they could have done more?
Well, I think there's a high standard, and I think if you look back at the first half and the amount of chances that we had, we should have been up a goal or two in the first half alone. And I think that's what they look back on and look at the effort we put in and the opportunities we created, and we should have been up a couple of goals at half.
What's next for practice?
Well, we've now played 2 overtime games in a short period of time, so the number one thing is recovery. We're going to go on the road and playing at a very tough place at UConn. So right now it's physically and mentally recovering and just being prepared to go up there and battle. I think for us it's being more efficient around the goal for sure, but we got a long ways to go. I think we have some good pieces, but we got a long ways to go. The next 3, especially being on the road, are going to be good tests for us as well. So, we're at a position right now where I think we need that, and excited about it as well.
Have you had a chance to look at UConn yet?
No, we were focused on this one. We have a few days. We have an idea, having played them last year and having been in the Big East with them and knowing them, I have an idea of what their style is. Don't know too much about personnel, but by tomorrow morning we'll probably know a lot more.
Danny was talking about it earlier. He said the team wasn't all the way there in terms of sharpness, I guess you could say.
Yeah, I think it's a product of Friday, to be honest with you. It was heavy. We had guys cramping, and the last few days, and we only had a 2-day turnaround. It's why in college soccer you're trying to squeeze 17 games into a short period of time, and I'll be honest with you, it's not fair to the student athletes. It's not healthy, quite honestly. And I do think the NCAA needs to look at it and extend our season. Because to ask these guys to, come back after an overtime game and play again, 3 days later, some of those guys are running 9-10 miles, and 20% of that is high-speed running, and you're doing it in 90 minutes. And then you ask them to come, turn around in a couple more days and do it again, and it's physically demanding, to do that, and probably not healthy, to be honest with you. So the recovery aspect of it, we tried to recover as much as we could, but you could see the sharpness just wasn't there tonight. We weren't as crisp as we were against Butler. But look, the one thing I told our guys is belief is built in moments like this where you find a way to win, and when you do, the belief grows.
I think that kind of segues perfectly into this. Depth was something you talked about last time we spoke. Once Quinnipiac scored, I think the front 4 kind of lost the energy after they worked so hard to get the first goal. You brought, the second unit on, especially Sharif. I think he worked very hard, created a lot of chances, and just did much as he could for the first unit to come back home. So what did you think of Sharif? And
Yeah, I think the guys, I think Sharif and I thought Max and Adrian when he came on, you know, and even Jerry at the end, you know, they gave us good minutes, good energy, and I think it's one of the reasons that we'll continue to compete is because we have, you know, good depth.